Hello everybody, welcome to another midweek B-Rocks video where I like to talk about some reselling topics and strategies, things that hopefully help you in your reselling journey. If you like what you see here, I want you to also check out my Saturday videos where I show you what sold that week in my store, and once a month I share what my profit was in the previous month. So if you like what you see, please subscribe and keep coming back and checking out new content with a couple of videos every single week. So I have a question for you guys today. What are you doing to prepare for Black Friday? Because you need to be doing that, or at least begin doing that right now. COVID. COVID has changed the way people shop. Stores are going to change the way people enter, and maybe they limit the number, or heck, maybe they don't even have the Black Friday shopping at all. Let's pretend that they proceed as usual, okay, which we can expect there will be something different, but let's pretend that it was just like last year and the year before. There is going to be an influx in online shopping even if things continue as normal. I've seen it within my own eBay store where a lot of new people have come to online shopping, specifically eBay. Now, I'm sure it's the same across other platforms. I've seen a lot of buyers with very little feedback, and I get a lot of beginning buyer questions in my store. These people are going to be shopping on Black Friday and on into that weekend into Cyber Monday. So that whole weekend, actually starting on Thursday night of Thanksgiving night all the way to Cyber Monday, you can expect an influx in buyers. I would be very surprised if that's not the case. I've had a lot of success in this time period over the last 6 years, and I want to share some ideas to give you all the opportunity for that same success. And before we get into talking about what you can be loading your store up on, I want to discuss customer service. And we've got to ask ourselves, what is it that the buyer is looking for in customer service? Because this can separate you from other sellers on this weekend. So what are the things that buyers are looking for with customer service? Number one, they're looking for a discount. They're looking for a sale. They're looking for a percentage off. Maybe it's just a general percentage off in your store. They're looking for, maybe if they're going to buy multiple quantities of an item or just multiple items, maybe they'll get a discount for that. So you need to have some kind of sale set up. And what you can do now is you can, as you list new items in your store, you can go ahead and, if you list the item, for example, normally for $14.99, go ahead and list it for $15.99 or $16.99. It's best to be doing that now, and gradually on some other items in your store, raise the price $1 or $2. It's okay to do that now, and then when Black Friday comes and you put that percentage sale in place, then it's not going to be something that the buyer, that they're shocked with. Like, if you wait till the day before, when buyers who have been maybe watching your items or just taking notice to your store in general, they may catch on that you've jacked up the price a couple of dollars or so and then gave a percentage off. And buyers don't like to be fooled, all right? So it's okay to go ahead and just list some items for a little bit more. And I did this 2 years ago for the first time, and what I discovered leading up to Black Friday, it was just an accidental discovery, that those items continue to sell for $1 or $2 more leading up, those weeks leading up to Black Friday. So it taught me I was actually not charging enough on some of my items. So you can go ahead and just make those price changes now and not make it a shock to the buyer. Second thing is they're looking for a generous return policy, okay? The third thing is they're looking for free shipping. And let's talk about those hand in hand real quick. Buyers love free shipping. That's been proven, throughout online selling history, in retail stores, in eBay or on eBay, on Amazon, they're looking for free shipping. And when you add a return policy with that, that is generous. I have a 30-day return policy on eBay. And if you've seen any of my other videos, I'm here to tell you, it has not hurt me like people have warned me. People have told me you do use clothing mostly, so you're gonna see a lot of people hold an item up until about the 28th, 29th, 30th day and then open a return. It's happened very, very few times that somebody has wanted to return something that late. And when I say few, I'm talking about ever. Just, I could count on one hand maybe. Most of the time when somebody has wanted to return an item, it's been a legit reason within 1 or 2 days. I have the firm belief that most people are good and most people do the right thing. Most people are not out to scam you, unfortunately, like what a lot of eBay sellers believe. And that's okay. They can continue to believe that. And what I will do is I will continue doing these things and separating myself from those other eBay stores. So, you know, they're making the competition easier for me. That's the way I look at it. So what is it that you can load up your store with? I'm not going to give specific items here. That's not what this video is about, but I will tell you, try to load up your store with new with tag items as much as possible. And if you don't have new with tag items, if it's clothing, for example, try to load up as well with new without tag items. But here's a trick with the new without tag items. You can look at the outside of a clothing piece and say, wow, it looks brand new. But then when you look at the laundry tag or the sizing tag, then all of a sudden the truth is revealed. And you'll see the wear in the writing. You'll see the peeling, the little tears inside the tags, and buyers see that. So if you list something new without tags because of the outside of it, and then they look inside, a smart buyer will look at the sizing tag and the laundry tag that's down at the bottom. I'm thinking of like athletic wear, for example, and they will think, man, they fooled me. And you're going to have a very disappointed buyer, which could turn into some bad feedback. It's going to turn into a return. It's just a lot of things come out of that. So make sure if you list new without tags that you sincerely consider it new without tags by the outside of the outside appearance, as well as what those tags look like. I know some of you just sell clothing only. Only other thing I would say is maybe add some clothing accessories if you can, you know, ties, maybe handbags, things like that. But the rest of you who have like maybe a general store like I do, where you just sell anything and everything, try to load up on toys. It's if you didn't do any retail arbitrage back when, you know, that late July, early August period when toys go on sale, you have missed out in a sense. I loaded up on stocking stuffers and a lot of toys that I bought that were just $1 a piece, and a couple of them I focused on 2 of the biggest brands in history that sell, and that's the Star Wars items and the Super Mario Brothers items. So I look forward to getting those listed over the coming weeks and seeing how much my retail arbitrage in that sense pays off. It's going to be an exciting time. You can load up on collectibles. It can be just antique vintage type stuff. It could be you could do video games, old video games. People collect those. Sports cards and memorabilia. It could be vintage t-shirts. That's a big thing for me. I love vintage t-shirts. I've had some success in the last week or so selling vintage t-shirts, but I've not been finding them as much this year as I have in the past. But if you have the opportunity to source those t-shirts, specifically sports, music, you know, rock bands or tour shirts, just anything pop culture, especially from the 80s and 90s, you're doing really well if you can get some 60s and 70s. People will give those as gifts. In the end, what you can be doing now, just more so than anything, is just sourcing as much as you can, load up your store, have as many items in there as you can going into that Black Friday weekend, and really even beyond that. I usually do a lot of sales even beyond Black Friday on up until Christmas, and even beyond Christmas. Try to keep the number of items in your store up. You're going to have a lot of people getting eBay gift cards for Christmas. You're going to have people who have been shopping a lot, and they have that kickback that eBay gives, the eBay bucks that they're going to want to spend. And you want to have items in your store that that will attract people that want to spend that money, of those gift cards and of those eBay bucks. It's one reason I also close out the year with, I'll list a lot of my really cheap sports cards, because some people will spend their eBay bucks and then they'll have a couple dollars left over where they just want to waste it on something. So if I provide some cheap sports cards that I just sometimes ship in a plain white envelope, then I'll also rack up on a lot of just $1 and $2 sales and push some of these cards out the door that just take up space and where I store my collection. So some of you guys have some things that work for you as well, or that's worked for you in the past. Feel free to share those in the comments, and because I'm always learning like you are. And if we're not if we're not always learning, we're not living, and we're also not reselling the right way. So please like and subscribe if you like this content. I want to keep providing you guys some value moving forward. As always, be rocking it out. See you guys.